Julian Assange, the founder of WikiLeaks, could soon be extradited to the United States to face charges that carry up to 175 years in prison. This ruling comes after a decade-long witch hunt of WikiLeaks and posed a threat to every single journalist in the world. How did this all start? WikiLeaks became a household name when a US Army intelligence analyst named Chelsea Manning leaked a video to WikiLeaks dubbed Collateral Murder. The video showed two US attack helicopter operators murdering 18 Iraqi civilians while callously laughing and enjoying the killing as it unfolded. Instead of trying the pilots for war crimes, the US Attorney General announced that they were investigating Assange for violating the Espionage Act. The Espionage Act of 1917 is a relic of World War I that says that the government is allowed to imprison anyone who publishes, quote, any disloyal, profane, scurrilous, or abusive language about the form of the US government. What's notable about this American law being used against Assange is that Assange has never even lived in the United States. He's Australian. Furthermore, nothing WikiLeaks has ever published has been shown to be false. So he's being charged for publishing truthful information. And finally, WikiLeaks didn't publish these leaks alone. They partnered with the New York Times, The Guardian, and Der Spiegel, yet none of these outlets have received the same treatment as WikiLeaks. This is why the charges against Assange are widely seen as fraudulent and his treatment inhumane. Numerous human rights organizations, lawyers, and even UN experts have called on the US Justice Department to drop the prosecution of Julian Assange entirely. Assange was being held in the UK, and the US has been trying to get the UK to extradite him to the US for years. Up until now, the UK courts held that the prison conditions in the US were so bad that there was a significant risk that Assange would commit suicide. Today, that ruling was overturned. If Assange is convicted, it would send a chilling message to investigative journalists around the world. Because what Assange did is what any investigative journalist does. Digs up information, documents, sources to reveal secrets in the interest of the public. This doesn't mean that if a New York Times reporter reveals a government secret, that what happened to Assange will happen to them. But it does mean that before a hard-hitting story even gets published, editors and lawyers will say, hey, remember what happened to Julian Assange? If we publish this story, that's what'll happen to you. It would also set a mind-boggling precedent where US censorship laws would effectively apply to publishers in other countries. This would essentially make any journalism in the world that criticizes US practices a punishable offense. Assange is being extradited to a country that has literally plotted to kill him, leaving no doubt that he won't get a fair trial. Yet at the still ongoing Summit for Democracy, the US is telling the world how it cares oh so much about press freedom, but the prosecution of Julian Assange shows what a bold-faced lie that really is.